oh, he's wearing that girl's father's face and making out with her, and this is where my daddy issues come from.
Oh, there you go. Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's me, Sean Tank Top. We're over here at House Burlington, and we got ourselves Max, we got ourselves Angel, we got ourselves Jenny. You know him, you love him. We also have what we're talking about, like a bit of a Cinderella story of the horror world.
Yes.
14 years removed. We're talking about the sequel to House of a Thousand Corpses, the sequel to The Devil's Rejects, 3 from Hell, this Rob Zombie picture that's coming out.
Yes.
With all the original people from those 3 films.
Everyone who's still, all the characters who are still alive who we didn't know were alive.
Right. They're alive even though they weren't.
Yeah. If you haven't seen Devil's Rejects, the ending is kind of bleak.
Pretty definitive.
Definitely doesn't lend itself. Yeah, it doesn't lend itself for a sequel, but but we're getting one, which is like just normally like. Yeah, I don't know. I guess this is like the formula because, like, if you force a sequel out of something, I'm always kind of like, yeah, but the last one ended like this. Just leave it alone. But apparently, if it's 14 years and it's something you really like, I'm just like, yeah.
No, you know what he's doing? He's George Millering it.
This is like Mad Max.
He's like a Mad Max movie where it's like, I don't give a shit. I'm just gonna do it again and like whatever. And I'm gonna cast some of the same people in slightly
except
different
for now.
roles.
Except for now, Captain Spaulding is played by Charlize Theron.
No, hey, I would not be fucking opposed to that.
No, but
she's already done like the weird makop thing.
Yeah,
so
true.
It could look pretty good. She looks good with a shaved head.
These movies have a very special place in my heart. You guys, what's your relation?
Childhood trauma.
Childhood trauma. Nice. This was definitely like one of my like gateway to horror movies. The House of a Thousand Corpses was. I'm just like, because I kind of grew up with. I grew up with like Universal and Hammer and giant bug movies and stuff like that, and had seen at that point in my life a couple slasher films. Obviously the screams were huge, but I mean, like when I saw House of a Thousand Corpses for the first time, when I saw Corpses for the first time, I was like, oh fuck, this is what it could be.
Well, and you were the one that talked me into watching Corpses.
Yeah.
Because I was just like, clowns, I don't know.
Creepy clowns.
Not everybody's favorite. Whatever. And I watched it and it was fantastic.
I watched it when I was a kid and I rewatched it like last month and I just realized like, oh, this is why I'm so fucked up.
It all explains all of it.
I was like, oh, he's wearing that girl's father's face and making out with her, and this is where my daddy issues come from.
Oh, there you go.
This movie specifically.
All right, well, we'll get going on that, but like, because I haven't seen the trailer, you haven't seen the trailer.
No, I have not.
Max, you've seen the trailer.
I've only seen it about a dozen times in the like 48 hours it's been out.
Only a baker's dozen.
So I'm excited.
So anyway, you guys ready to do this thing?
Yes. Absolutely.
Let's play.
The search for the fugitives known as the Devil's Rejects resulted in a violent clash with police.
Show did.
Yeah, right.
For like 7 minutes.
Like the entirety of it.
Survival are less than 1,000,000 to 1.
That's...
Yeah.
Tracking so far.
Justice in this world. I am justice.
They're trying to blame us, but we didn't do it.
Free the three.
Free the three. Free the three. Free the three.
So happy.
Now we can have a real day of the dead. Maybe that's worth.
I still want a party.
Me?
I'm just a clown dancing with the friends of mankind.
He really.
This is my death factory.
It's not a zombie movie if you don't have her cackling like a psychopath.
So cute.
Oh, there is
that Richard Brake?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Hello, America. Did you miss me?
We did.
Pepper a little Danny Trejo in there.
Gotta do it.
Gotta happen.
Three from hell.
Yay!
Oh my god, that looks so good.
All right, so you go.
Nice.
That one looks a little more. It looks like it's kind of going back to the very colorful, kind of slightly surreal House of a Thousand Corpses stuff, which Zombie's been doing a little bit more in his work.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's like visually his first two movies seem to be the kind of the visual range that he bounces back and forth between. Because this is to me kind of looks like a hybrid between Corpses and Rejects.
A little bit.
Because Corpses is very, if you've never seen it, is very colorful and bombastic. It's like you're like in a haunted house for like 90 minutes.
Yeah.
And then Rejects is very like, dry and dirty and grainy
It's like
looking.
sun-baked and...
Yeah. And this kind of looks like a marriage of the two.
Yeah.
I mean, you got like these luchador dudes with machine guns.
Yeah.
This is literally just like a magic 8-ball, like just or like you take like a bunch of like dice with like different things. It's like rattlesnake, luchador, mechanical monkey, go!
Go!
Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like, it looks fun though. What do you guys think?
It looks amazing. Like,
Yeah.
I can't wait to see
Baby
this.
being in it so much, I'm just over here like crying. Like she's everything. I also want to party.
Right on.
I could, having watched it, a billion times, but I mean, like, they should have called the movie Four from Hell.
Richard
Because-
Brake is
because Richard Brake plays this new character.
Yeah.
He's he was not in the previous two movies, but he's very clearly in this one a lot.
yes.
Good.
But I'm curious to see the how and the why, because it kind of looks like maybe at a certain point Captain Spaulding might kind of take a back seat in this movie, because we don't see a lot of Spaulding in this. And we see a lot of the three being...
Sid Haig is 157 years
He
old.
just turned 80.
Yeah,
But
he looks 157 years old.
no, but I mean, I see him a lot at these Sid Haig at these conventions. I mean, he's still kicking it. I mean,
Sure.
he could definitely use a nap for sure. But I was like really excited to see him deliver his lines in this trailer. Like, oh, still got it,
Yeah,
But
totally, absolutely.
it looks like what we're dealing with in this movie is a bit of a prison break.
yeah.
Followed by, and then definitely some like Manson trial
Oh yeah.
shit.
Sure.
Followed.
Everybody's getting on that Manson, man. Like, this is the year.
Oh, yeah.
Like we got that. We got
The
the
Tarantino
Once Upon a Time in
movie.
Hollywood.
Yep.
We got the
Mindhunter.
Mindhunter.
Gonna have Manson. Yeah.
Yeah.
The first movie is almost kind of like this weird ass, like, it's like a fucked up Wizard of Oz, where they go down this road and like you meet Spaulding, then you meet Baby, then you meet Otis.
Yeah. Okay, I got you.
And then
you
the
pick them, and then they now they're coming along with you. Like,
exactly. Yeah.
It's a satisfying conclusion to this story.
I mean, unless we get another one in 14 years. Like,
Well, it's like a
maybe?
Stephen King, like 14 years, like every
Yeah.
14 years.
No, but at that point, Otis will be,
Right.
Sid Haig's
Yeah.
age.
Yeah, right. No
But
shit.
talking about,
I'd be here for
Bill
that.
Moseley's who plays Otis. He's no spring chicken either. He's
Right.
like in his late 60s, but I
Right.
mean, like he can still bash your skull in with the butt of a gun.
Sure.
Absolutely.
I did love that shot of just.
Yeah, right. You just hear the sound.
That's kind of a zombie staple of just
sure.
like, we're just gonna hang on this. The more horrible something is, the longer we're gonna linger
We're
on
gonna
it.
keep it going. What are you thinking?
I don't know. I feel like it's a classic trilogy. I think they might stop here. I don't think Sid Haig's making it out of this one. He's too old for a prison break.
Yeah.
It seems a lot like Baby is gonna be. She's obviously in a separate one, so I feel like she's gonna break out and then she's gonna get to that one or something like that.
Okay.
Which I would be here for.
Yeah, I would say like first half of the movie is Otis and Baby escaping their individual prisons, and then Act 2 is the meeting up, and then being on the run.
Right on.
I mean, like, yeah, because
Give you time to build up the backstory of like what happened.
what happened?
where
Yeah, I
they're
mean,
at
one
and
of the
shit.
things that like I think gravitates people to these movies that other horror movies don't have, or at least slasher franchises don't have, is like really solid character development and putting these characters in different situations each time.
Totally.
Because in the first movie, they are in their element. They're
home.
They're home. Yeah. You're getting sucked into their world, and they're at the top. And then in part 2, they're on the run. They're out of their element. And then I hope at least this movie starts with like them at like their lowest.
Sure.
And then possibly we'll get back to our old ways.
They're going to be standing in front of a burning something, laughing about something. That's what, obviously, I mean, that's guaranteed that's going to happen.
It's pretty apropos for them, yeah. And then, I mean, I would hope that maybe, I mean, it wouldn't be beyond, it would be appropriate if maybe Spaulding, like, shockingly gets killed. Because
that way you kind of write your way out of just being like,
right. But it also, I mean, I think he's the one who had the most character growth in the second movie.
Sure.
Yeah.
Because he doesn't kill a single person in the second movie.
He's wrestling with it. Yeah.
Yeah. He's not that he doesn't want to kill anybody, but he's like, he's the guys we gotta go. He's the adult of the group.
Get out of the damn gift shop at the big like Sunoco station.
Yeah.
We just came here to get gas and take a piss. We're not here.
Yeah, that's very much
around.
him in the second movie, and part of like any good review that liked that movie points out that like, oh yeah, these aren't just like hockey mask wearing lunatics, but. So it would be kind of shocking and brutal. It's just it just feels weird because he's essentially the main character. But they comprise a pretty good trinity. They all feed off of each other.
Yeah, right.
And
here's the question, Max. Do you think that, or here's the question: should they end it after this film? Should they end it if it's good? If it's as good as it could, I mean, because by all accounts. Like Devil's Rejects was like, oh wow, this is a much more mature and interesting take on this story and this mythos or whatever. If they get it pretty good, if we get like a B plus or an A or whatever, should they end it?
From a business standpoint, I could see this is the kind of thing I feel like studios because this is Lionsgate and Saban Films, the house that made Power Rangers.
Yeah, I saw that. I was having flashbacks.
They're trying to get skin in the game, so they're helping make a zombie movie.
Sure.
But this is the property that I feel like
I think we do got to wrap it up.
Yeah, people will give zombie money for this.
Okay.
So I could see this maybe not being the last one.
Okay.
And then then you have Richard Brake rounding out the trilogy, or rounding out the trio of them, and maybe Spaulding. Maybe we're like, fingers crossed. Maybe we're seeing shit. Maybe he's actually holding back in these trailers, and there's a lot of Spaulding that we're not seeing. Maybe this sets up to like, okay, the fourth movie is we break Spaulding out of prison.
Okay,
I don't know. We'll see.
What do you think?
Point is, I'm excited.
You stoked?
I'm really excited. If they do just 3 really good movies and leave it at that, I'm totally happy with that. I would love it. Yeah, just a little. Yeah.
What are you thinking, Angel?
I'm here for it. I mean, Scream 3 was a mess, I feel, to me, and then Scream 4 did a decent job. So they redeemed themselves. I feel like they won't need to redeem themselves, and
If
they
they
can cut
do
it at a
right,
third.
okay.
Yeah.
All right, looking forward to checking it out. Hope you guys are too. Guys, let us know what you guys think it's going to be in the comments below. Get a like, get a subscribe, or unsubscribe. We don't care. Just do something with them buttons, and we will talk to you guys later.
Movie,
Sure.
but this is the property that I feel like.
I think we do got to wrap it up.
Yeah, people will give zombie money for this.
Okay.
So I could see this maybe not being the last one.
Okay.
And then then you have Richard Brake rounding out the trilogy, or rounding out.